세트입니다. 이재호. 정말 좋은 선수입니다.
네, 정말 전체적인 이번 경기 한 경기를 보면서 저는 98년 테란의 투베럭 스타일부터 시작을 해서 2011년 레이트 메카닉까지의 모든 그런 테란의 역사가 움직이는 듯한 정말 그런 느낌을 받을 정도였었는데 정말 그런 테란에 대한 이해도, 적에 대한 이해도가 정말 완벽하지 않나라는 생각이 듭니다.
네, 세면은 여러 가지 플레이들, 전반적인 플레이들이 굉장히 좋았습니다. 지금 방금 전에 이 장면은 물론 임정현 선수가 상대편에게 타이밍을 약간 엇갈리게 만들어서 얻는 틈을 비집고 효율적인 뭔가를 얻어내는 순간이긴 했습니다만 이 이후에도 뭔가 나오기 좀 어려운 상황들을 이재호가 만들어내고 있거든요.
그렇죠. 이런 임재원 선수의 이런 추가적인 늦은 뮤탈리스크로 상대방의 병력을 묶고 자신의 추가적인 확장을 가져가는 것까지는 좋았는데 이후에 그런 드랍십에 한번 흔들리면서부터 뭔가 좀 이런 힘의 균형이 조금 임정현 선수에게 흐르는가 하더니 다시 또 이재호 선수 쪽으로 오는 모습이었어요.
이걸 알았거든요. 네. 근데 사실 이걸 안다고 할 수 없는 거 중앙 지역이 뭐가 바빠졌기 때문에 안다고 바로 막을 수가 없었어요.
뮤탈이 올라가고 있다가 정면에 교전을 걸어버리니까 뮤탈이 잠시 내려왔고 그 사이에 머리는 내렸습니다. 근데 이렇게 상황을 만든 이재호 선수에게 좀 끌려다녔죠. 그런 한 번의 결정적인 상황이 센터의 좋은 지역까지 테란이 나가게끔 만들었고 특히나 전체적으로 유리한 경기였었거든요. 초반에 저글링 8개가 결국은 화면에 나오지 않았지만 파이어맨에게 잡혔던 거 좀 그게 좀 너무 크지 않았나라는 좀 아쉬움도 남습니다. 이거 보세요.
바로 이 장면이에요.
스콜지가 알아서 피해주는 그런 느낌이죠.
되는 날이거든요. 되는 날은 스콜지가 피해줘요.
네, 맞아요. 말씀하신 대로
홍해가 갈라지듯이
제대로 갈랐죠.
예.
근데 결국 도착한 이후에 여기는 완전히 적 입장에서는 암담한 현장입니다.
네, 저희 프로게이머들 사이에서도 예전에 한 2000년도 정도에 이런 얘기를 프로게이머들끼리 모여서 많이 했습니다. 요한 형의 드랍십은 저그들이 오버로드를 피해주는 것 같아요.
그렇죠.
네, 이런 얘기를 저희끼리 많이 했거든요. 스컬지가 가다가 만나기 직전에 도망갑니다. 뭔가 도망가는 느낌. 오늘 경기에서 이재호 선수가 그만큼 운영이 화려했고 알아서 드랍십들이 정말 적재적소에 잘 떨어졌습니다.
왜 이재호가 좋은 선수인지를 얼마나 강한 선수뿐만 아니라 얼마나 좋은 선수인지를 알 수 있게 만들었던 그런 경기가 바로 이 세 번째 아닌가라는 생각이 듭니다. 이재호와 윤대현 선수의 경기를 통해서 이재호 선수의 승리, 옹긴스타즈가 한 세트 쫓아갑니다. 그리고 경기는 네 번째 세트입니다. 케이트로스와 옹긴스타즈의 다음 선택, 먼저 케이트로스는 이번에도 적읍니다. 김성대.
김성대 선수 신피의 능선에서 어제 경기에 이어서 오늘도 출전을 했어요. 그것은 윤영태 선수에게 아쉽게 졌던 그런 점을 정말 자신은 이 맵에서 자신 있다. 어느 종족에 나와도 이길 수 있다라는 것을 보여준 것이고 이재호 선수를 피했어요. 그 점에서 오늘 충분히 그런 능력을 펼쳐볼 수 있는 기회라고 생각이 듭니다.
자, 이번에도 케이트로스가 저그를 좀 중용하는 느낌이거든요. 고광민에 이어서 임정현, 김성대인데 고광민과 임정 일단은 1패가 됐습니다. 김성대는 어떨지 한번 보겠습니다. 자, 이어서 네 번 세트를 준비하는 옹진스타즈 선수는 역시 저그자 김병헌.
네, 팀의 최고 에이스가 4경기에 출격을 했습니다. 김명훈 선수 정말 감동적인 에이스 결정전에서의 두 차례 경기를 해내면서 웅진의 소신과 역할을 해줬는데 지금 가장 좀 불안한 부분은 딱 하나죠.
Hello. Ethan, you wanna fix the audio?
Oh no, feedback. Make it stop.
I turned it off. I was listening to Ethan's stream to make sure that the audio sounded more or less okay. But it looks like we're going to have a ZVZ. It's going to be 0 versus Action. I believe Action lost last night against Free. I did not see that game. I kind of, fell asleep while watching. And 0 beat Flash in the Ace match yesterday with a nice lurker build. So that was big for him, taking down Flash, and he's the reason, 0, that they won the entire first match. So great for him. Great, absolutely. And this map, what are we on? Looks like New Empire of the Sun, maybe? Or no, Bloody Ridge? Yeah, probably Bloody Ridge.
Yeah, it should be Bloody Ridge. Neither of these guys are really known for their ZVZ. This is mostly a Protoss map, so I imagine both of them were actually sent out with the hopes of taking down a Protoss. Well, maybe not 0, because we don't really have any Protoss left. A lot of Protoss versus Protoss has happened on this map, but regardless of that, it's going to be a ZVZ today. Like I said, neither of them really known that much for their ZVZ. 0 obviously pretty good in every matchup, so he's going to be the favorite here. But Action has had some really nice games in the past, so it really is going to depend on how well these players are playing today and what their builds are going to be on this map.
Yeah, there was a time when Action was very, very popular. You know, he's winning a good number of games, and people really expecting him to be a big up-and-coming Zerg player to really, like, you know, maybe start dominating, be a really solid second player in KT. And he kind of petered off, maybe lost a little bit because expectations were pretty high, and it's kind of fallen into basically a 45, 50% player. But there's still time. He's still young for him to try and evolve that, maybe try and become even more. He's still young, still has time to do that. We do have Zero in the top right. He did go 9 pool gas, and in the bottom left we have Action. He is going Overlord first, and it does look like he's going 12 hatch, so this could end up being a very quick game indeed if Zero doesn't screw up his micro, or if Action doesn't pull off some great micro of his own. It's really what it's going to boil down to. 9 pool gas against 12 hatch should be a victory for 9 pool speed. I don't know what I said, but that's what I meant, is that it should be a victory for 9 pool speed in 9 games out of 10, maybe more.
Yeah, maybe 9 games out of 10, but that would factor in the 9 pool being the worst player or the 12 hatch being Jaedong. In a matchup like this where Zero is already favored, getting a pretty significant advantage from the build orders is just going to add on top of that, and really it's going to be very difficult for Action to come back from this. 6 Zerglings already on the way, and Action's spawning pool is like only about halfway done, so it's going to be pretty difficult. He's going to have to pull a lot of drones to be able to defend. We'll have to see if Zero tries to go for the hatchery snipe or just run straight into the main and try to kill some drones. It's going to be the gas is coming up for Action as well, so he's going to probably be going for his Zergling speed immediately. I think Zero actually went for lair first, so he's not going to have speed that fast, but a lot of drones coming off now for Action. The Lings are going after that hatchery, and the drones coming off now, probably going to try to drill them straight through those Zerglings and push them off. There's going to be 2 hatcheries for at least a moment for Action pumping Zerglings, so he will be able to catch up in the Zergling count if he can hold this off and keep his hatchery alive. He's without losing very many drones at the same time, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it here. Yeah, his drone drilling is not doing that well. There's a few Zerglings out for Action now, and actually, Zero was pulling back. I don't know if he was rallying Zerglings there, but he almost killed that hatchery and then just left it there, but quite a few Zerglings out now for Action, so Zero may have missed his window.
Well, he killed about 5 drones, so I think Zero just felt like he did so much damage there, and he was in such a nice position economically that he's going to be able to pull back. And I suspect that what he thinks is that at this point, Action is so far down in terms of drone count that he's going to have to go in basically an all-in Ling attack. So Zero's like, okay, I'll save what Lings I can, what I have left, and just pull back to my choke, build my concave, get up to Mutilus, and I know my opponent is going to be so far behind in terms of drone count and being able to get Mutas and things like that out that I'll be in a really good spot. And we even see Zero throwing out an in-base hatchery in order to keep up with his production at least a little bit by the time Action's able to replenish those drones and get going again on his own drone count. I think Zero will be in a pretty good shape. I think that was a tactical fallback from Zero. I don't think that was a mistake quite.
Yeah, you're right. I only thought that Zero was able to pick off maybe 2 or 3 drones, which wouldn't have been a huge deal, especially with the extra hatchery. And anyway, Zero, yeah, pulling back now. He's going to be able to defend. He's getting his Spire up way faster than Action could even hope to. So what Action's going to have to go for, is going to be an Evolution Chamber and a Spore Colony or 2 in his main and his natural to be able to defend against the Mutas with just the Spores. I don't even think he has a lair up yet, so no chance of getting Mutas out in time, obviously, to be able to defend this. So it's just going to be a defensive play from Action right now, which is generally what happens with the 12 patch anyway. So yeah, just one creep colony going up for each base right now. The Mutas are out for Zero, going to pick at the Scouting Overlord for Action, so he's going to have to make another Overlord, obviously. Every larva that you lose is a big deal in ZBZ. Maybe not as big a deal right now because Action is playing so defensively and he's going to just be getting spore colonies. Actually, okay, there is 1 spore in the main and 1 in the natural. I don't think Action is even mining gas from either base right now, so just trying to get drones, Zerglings, and spore colonies right now. Without mining the gas, you really only need 1 spore per base. That might not be true in his main, but the 1 spore in his natural should be able to cover all of the mineral patches. So just 1 for now. As the muted numbers get up, I imagine there's going to be a 2nd spore in each base, and at the same time, Action's going to have to be careful that he doesn't get attacked with the mutas and lings at the same time and get overrun that way.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty tough spot here for Action. His lair is just so... Look at that. His lair is just now started. It's so late that once Zero gets enough Mutalisk out that he can start one-shotting drones effectively, he'll just be able to start swooping in, and even if there's a single Spore Colony, if there's only one Spore Colony there, he can still make a run on a drone line and get like 2 or 3 drones pretty easily. Actually, Zero coming in here for an attack, coming in here with his Zerglings and his Mutas in support. There is a couple Spore Colonies there able to help out a little bit, and who's going to come out ahead? Zero coming in here with a lot of links. It does look like he's going to be able to defend for Action. No, he's not. He actually is going to be too far behind on links, so now the links have free range over the natural expansion. They're going to go for Spore Colony, are going to pick up one that's guarding his choke a lot there, so this is going to be dangerous right now for Action. Action, I think, is going to lose this game right now. Actually, he cannot control his choke, which means that he cannot bring Ling reinforcements, which means that Zero is going to take out this layer and this entire natural expansion, and there's GG from Action. Zero with a very nice Ling attack early game with that 9 full speed, and then again picking off that Spore Colony, finished it off, and Zero evens the series up 2-2.
Yeah, just a really difficult spot for Action there with the automatic disadvantage of his 12 hatch versus 9 pool. Losing the amount of drones that he did, he had to rebuild several drones, and then obviously you lose the drones when you make a Spore Colony or an evolution chamber. So another like 5 drones out the window there, and with the amount of drones that he lost at the beginning and the amount of drones that went towards the defensive structures, that amount of larvae kept him at a disadvantage to the number of larvae that it more than made up for the advantage that he got from his 12 hatch. So the in-base hatchery of Zero was able to produce enough Zerglings to be able to overrun him.
Yeah, definitely, and that evens it up, though. That's the thing, it evens it up. But remember, Woojin Stars has used 2 of their big 3. Zero and Light have come out and they both won, so that's 2 wins that they need. They got 1 big player left, and that's Sulky. We'll see him either in the next game or possibly in set 6. And for KT, we still have yet to see Flash. So will he appear next? Will he come in set 6? We will have to see. I would think that Flash would come out next and give him a little bit of break just in case he has to play the Ace match as well.
Yeah, it's actually really similar to yesterday. I believe the score was 2-2, and we had Flash and Sulky come out as the last big players for both teams. So I imagine the teams would be using the same strategy that they did yesterday, trying to get to that 3rd win just to ensure that they can get to an ace match and have a chance at winning there. Yeah, if Flash versus Sulky comes out again, I imagine Flash will again be the favorite, but like we saw yesterday, Zero was able to take down that 5-rack build from Flash, so either way, it's not going to be a huge advantage for either player, but we're going to have to see who comes out. Just watch some ads in the meantime.
Yeah, I'm going to mute my mic for a little bit and go get another drink because I am really thirsty tonight.